Christy's Beautiful Life here for the Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop Trendy Tuesday. This week we are working with Let's Get Sketchy, and we're doing a team up with them with a fun sketch that you would have just seen. So my idea was to take this awesome piece of pattern paper from Fancy Pants, I believe it's the Office Suite collection, and cut out all of the pink florals. I love them, they're so pretty. And I have this piece of black and white paper from the Maggie Holmes Open Book collection. I have been hoarding this piece of pattern paper for probably over a year now. I don't know. I've wanted to use it for so long, I just haven't been sure how. But I've decided this is the layout I'm going to work on. So I just spread them diagonally instead of using squares like the sketch had shown. And I'm going to add just a couple of leaves, just in a few places for just a pop of color. And then I get stuck. So I'm wondering where to go from here. I think it might look really neat to use some of my Distress Spray Mist. This is from the Tim Holtz, and it is the Cracked Pistachio. It is my all-time favorite color, and it's the only Distress paint I own, believe it or not. So I tested it off first on a piece of the backside of that pattern paper to make sure I was going to like it. And I did. I thought it would look really neat. So I'm going to go ahead and literally trace every single one of these florals and just make a really neat pattern and just circles. I've done this on a few different layouts. I really love the effect that it gives, and just something I really love to do. To me, this is being able to do mixed media in a comfort zone that works really well for me. So that's what you're going to see me do here, is just go ahead and get them on. I don't know if I show you all of them or not, but maybe I do. I might have forgotten to cut that part out. Oh, there we go. So now you can see that I have done all of that, and I'm just going to line all of the florals back up. I just moved them just a little bit out of the way, so I still knew kind of where they were going, but not exactly. And that's what it's going to look like. And I love that. Just a little pop of color here and there, but not too much. So my next step, I've decided, is to figure out which sequins I want to use. I know I want to kind of sprinkle them across the diagonal as well, but I'm not exactly sure which ones I want to use. So I just go through my bag that I have with all of my sequins, and I kind of decide between the Mocha Mint Dream and the Passion Flower. Now, they're both really pretty, but I think my final decision was the Mocha Mint Dream because the other ones were a little too bright. And I like the idea of having the Mocha Mint Dream because this layout is going to be about coffee. So I thought it was quite fitting, and the browns will work really well to tie in with talking about that type of layout, and my journaling will fit in with that as well. So there you can see I've just kind of sprinkled them across. As I'm gluing them, I do move them just a little bit. Of course, I don't make you watch that because it's a long process. Sometimes it can take me up to a half an hour to get my sequins down. It can take me quite a while. But I love that finishing result. And there's my two photos. One of them is a selfie of me in the morning. I'm sitting on the couch there. And then that is my cup of coffee. And this is just going to talk about how when I was in my earlier 20s, yeah, I drank coffee, but it wasn't anything like I could go without it. I didn't have to have it. And now that I'm a mom, I swear if I don't have my morning cup of coffee, you don't want to talk to me. Like, I must have coffee. And now, being pregnant, you're not supposed to have too much caffeine, which is fine. I've definitely cut back. But with Jackson, I was able to completely cut out caffeine, and with this little one, I can't. I still have to have my morning cup of coffee, or I go absolutely crazy. Like, I can get headaches. Like, I'm that addicted to it. I'll get a headache from it. It's pretty bad, but it's my one little thing that that and chocolate, I guess. But I just wanted to kind of document this. It's supposed to be a funny layout, not anything upsetting. I've also decided that I wanted to go through my scraps to finish off the little bit of layering I'm going to do. There really isn't a lot of powder paper that gets used, but I was just kind of showing you where that's at. If you stay tuned to my channel, I am doing a series trying to use up all of my scraps, and I hope to have that first video up next week. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to stay tuned to see that as well. And here you see I'm just kind of playing around, figuring out what I think I want to do. I know I want to add a little bit more teal because there's bits here and there but not a ton. And of course it's hard because this cracked pistachio is more of a green than a teal. But I find this piece of pattern paper and I love how it kind of blends in everything that I'm looking for. So I'm going to make it into a banner, and I'm actually going to make the banner into two sides. So it layers up by my title, and then I'm also going to make it fit down at the bottom where that floral is as well. And I love that. It kind of grounds the layout, and it makes sure I kind of go throughout the page the way I really like, at least my eye, to move when I'm looking at my layouts. So you're going to see it's a little cut off, so I do apologize about that, but it's down at the bottom there. I'm trying to see what else, and then I'm like, nope, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut another banner, see how it fits, and right away, as soon as I lay it down there, I love it. It just was exactly what I was kind of hoping for and fit exactly like I was wanting. So I was really pleased with that as well. And then in the end, what you're going to see me do here is I'm going to also cut off a pink strip of paper to add up at the top as well to tie in the pink. And then I add a few layers for my photos. And then I do a little bit more in the way of finishing embellishments that you'll see in my photo. I did decide to put my journaling down at the bottom, and I really love the way that that turned out. And with that, you're kind of wrapping up my layout. So I hope you'd enjoy this and stay tuned, because all week we're going to be sharing the same type of sketch. So enjoy it. Bye, everyone.